Brent, how much of the last 2 weeks have been about you sort of squaring your jaw and saying, I got this? Just you. I know you've talked in general terms about the team, sort of finding its way out of the storm is what you called it, I think, after Texas. What about you just in particular?
I mean, I've just tried to continue to be me, and not change through success or failure. I've just always tried to take an even-keeled approach to all of it, and I think that's having humility, respect for you can be. It doesn't take much to be on the wrong side of it, and there's a toughness aspect that I like to look at myself as tough. I'm tough-minded. I grew up in a tough way, and I've had to earn, what I've gotten. Nothing's been handed to me in any way, in my opinion. And I'm convicted on in certain things from a leadership standpoint and how you develop and have success and how you develop a player, a unit, a team, people. You develop people. Coaching is the highest calling of development of people. You got to develop people first as a coach. And then being, in an area of expertise, if you will, from the X's and O's standpoint. And so, I don't know. I've had a lot of experience of bad and good, and try to lean on all of that. And then I've gotten a ton of encouragement. I told you I don't like people. Again, I appreciate support and things like that. Parents, my wife. People I work with, certainly I got, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of letters of encouragement, and that's all, man. It makes you feel great, but I would rather not. I'd rather have it be a letter of congratulations, to be honest, than words of encouragement. But I'm saying, if you ask a player, I don't know, ask a player, has he changed at all? I don't feel like so. I mean, again, I like adversity. I like to create it. I love to strain. I like to create a lot of stress. I do that. I make people uncomfortable sometimes in the coaching world, whether it's with coaches or players. Because I think that's where you can get everybody with a high sense of urgency. I think that we're all at our best that way. And so the more stress there is, I think the better opportunity there is to improve and get better. So I've normalized stress and struggle. And a lot of times it's because I make it up, even through all the success that if Coach Sweeney was saying how great we were, I was telling us how much we stink. And literally we did a great job, good cop, bad cop, and to a point where sometimes guys don't like me, and that's okay too. Just like your kids, you always love them, and they always love you. Sometimes we don't like each other, so I'm trying to create. And I had to have a talk with the defense on Friday, just so y'all know, here's who I am. We get on that practice field, we get in this meeting room. There's going to be a lot of times that you don't like me at all. And I like that you don't like me, and if you strain and fight and compete out of spite, good. I'm getting what I want and you're getting what you need. But square my jaw, I don't know. I've always felt like I've always done that. Sometimes you guys see one version and then the players, they see a whole nother version. Good and bad, good and tough. Encouraging and very demanding. So, but I do think inherently that when you're faced, you feel like, again, this week, this day, this moment, your back's against the wall. I think that there's where you rely on your foundation, your beliefs, your convictions. Players would be like this. They want to see all of a sudden you're going to change up now. How we going to do this team meeting today, coach? Right? Or pre-practice, post-practice, how you act. I'm sure they're watching. And I would say they said he's remained exactly the same. I would guess, because I feel like I have. Yep.
Yeah, Brent, you mentioned 1-2 in a row, have a chance to finish strong. in addition to what that would do for this group of guys and this season, Team 128, what would a strong finish do for you going forward?
Well, again, I'm all about the players. I want them to have the kind of finish. They've worked incredibly hard, and through mat drills, through the the get ready phase, the transformation phase, start of the season, summertime, all the work that they've put into it. You want to see them have success. So that's what I want to see, and I want them to, at the end of the year, we call it up one last time, to have no regrets. And that's been my challenge. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Don't worry about, the winning and the losing. Don't focus on that. Focus on the effort and the details and the preparation and the commitment and the sacrifice and the belief and the trust and the support for one another. Focus on that, because that's how you're going to be judged. The result will take care of itself. Now, you come up short and you've done everything that you can possibly do, then you have no regret. That's for all of us. And so, not going to be judged by, scoreboard. And winning is important. I like to win. And there's a difference between winning and losing. There ain't no, it's an ugly win. No, win is a win in any way, shape, or form. And people that say, that's an ugly win, are people that have no respect or value on what it takes to win, in my opinion. So, so anyway, finish the way we're capable of finishing. When we've put it all together, I think we've shown the kind of team that we're capable of being. And so continue to improve. I think will get us to where, again, we're happy with the result. But the biggest thing is just focus on putting everything we got into it every single day, one day at a time. And let's just see where we're at. I think we got 23 days left of practice and games in the regular season right now in front of us. And that's, you put it like that, and you put that hourglass right there, and the time's ticking. And these guys want to leave, they want to have they want to leave a mark. And, they understand, what having a legacy is. Some people, and I said this 11 months ago, some people on the outside that aren't on the inside will judge it by, championships and trophies, and that's fine. I know what that looks like too, very well. But I'm not going to, every team's different. Every team's different. The DNA's different. The makeup's different. What happens during the course of a season is different. Circumstances are different. And, I want, how committed is this team? How hard do they work? What does the investment look like? Do they compete every day? Do they maintain humility? Are they maturing on and off the field? Are they loving their teammates? We have a selfless sense of oneness to us. All these different things that go into it that really, man, that team was about this. I'll go back just a few years. In 2014, we had a quarterback that blew his ACL out, early in the year. And backup comes in. We went through a few losses. And, man, but that team just kept fighting and 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 just continued to believe, And that was coming off a year, maybe we won 11 or 12 games the previous 2 years. And so there's some disappointment. Maybe I think it's a 3-game streak where we didn't do so well. And but had a really, really strong finish. And one of the funnest years I've ever had, and because of the fight and the belief and and responding the right way, all those things matter. When you love the guys that you're doing it with every day, and you're completely, totally committed yourself, you go through things together. There's a sense of appreciation through the accomplishment too. Finishing the way that you're capable of finishing, and so a lot goes into it, Barry. I don't think it's any one thing, but I want to see continued improvement, continued fight, continued belief, continue to go to work every single day. Not just show up. Everybody in the country is showing up right now. I'm talking about finishing with an exclamation mark and finish what you said that you wanted to accomplish. And you said you were going to be committed to doing it this way. So we got a vision board in our team meeting room. Every single player's up there and what they said they were going to be committed to. So I hold them accountable to that every day, and I certainly hold myself accountable to showing up. They're counting on me to show up every single day, with the same juice, the same energy as my first press conference to the first practice, the first mat drills. My job is to show up the same every day, and bring everyone's levels up. And so I do that, I inspire, I motivate, I challenge, demand, and be relentless for improvement. And but at the same time, you do it through, again, love and respect and trust and communication and honesty, all those things. We're not going to change now and all of a sudden, oh man, some people, oh, it's not his guys, or wait till, I ain't waiting for nothing. Ain't no waiting for nothing. You have an understanding of what excellence looks like, and you're pushing and challenging and fighting for that every single day, trying to get the most and squeeze every ounce of what they got into improving and getting to, play to beyond their ability, and certainly us as a team. And hopefully by the end of the year, we're peaking, at the right time. I do believe our best football is still in front of us.
Just a few more, second row, John Shin.
Yeah, Brent, you mentioned building your identity in your opening statement. How's that gone this year? Or is there a blueprint for how you can do that each season?
Yeah, that's another really good question, man. I don't know about the blueprint. I think it starts with your beliefs and your values, things that you believe in, certainly the group of players. But what I've loved through, again, there's a lot of guys that never had 3 losses in a row, right? And certainly there's a bunch of them that are used to playing for a championship. And what I love is this group has not lost their identity. I know that. I love that. I see that. That's what my eyes tell me every day. We haven't lost our identity. And in a world where they can be exposed to a lot, and it's easy to, if the seeds of doubt will always create a way out, right? Or seeds of belief, we'll always look for a way forward, right? If you believe, you'll find a way. You'll believe, you'll find things, and you'll continue to move forward. If you let these seeds of doubt, people again walking in your mind with their dirty feet, you'll look for a way out. There's all kinds of holes in the fence if you're looking for one. And so for me, what I've seen is a group of guys that we have not lost our identity, and we'll have that thumbprint, that fingerprint of Team 128 will be completely and totally defined after our last game, and there'll be a story that everybody can tell, and we all I think it's easy to say what we would like that thing to how we'd like that thing to read. If that's winning 10 games, that's as much as we're maybe capable of. That's fine. Now, I think mathematically maybe it's 11 games. I don't know, but just play to our ability and do it the right way. Be who we say we are, and who we say we want to be, and stay committed to what we said we were going to be committed to. And that's when I say not losing our identity. That's what I'm talking about as well.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.